Exalted Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Devstream.
As much as I can do.
It's falling off. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. It is 2 days post Duviri Paradox launch, and we're going to get into it. But before we do, let's do some classic intros. We'll start at this end this time.
How's it going, buddy?
Oh, good. Hello, I'm Paolo. I'm the lead designer.
Hey, my name is Rebecca Ford. I'm the creative director.
My name is Megan. I'm the community director.
Carrie Black, the art director.
And I'm Eric, lead sound designer.
Wonderful. We got, actually, this is the Reddit AMA crew.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is.
We
Good
can
to
just,
see
we
you guys
can just go
again.
into the Reddit AMA, shall we?
That's right.
Just kidding. That info's already
Well,
out
no,
there.
no, that was before the update. I think it would be a very different AMA after the update.
Post
So
Reddit AMA.
Here we are.
Live and in person. Welcome to the stream. Before we jump into talking about the Duviri Paradox, we have a little bit of housekeeping to do, such as classic spoiler warning for the stream. We are going to be talking about the update. We will do our absolute best, obviously not to spoil the quest, but we are going to jump into Duviri, chat about, you know, the creative process behind it, everything like that. So we will be talking about Duviri, but if you are hoping to have no spoilers, can't promise anything, I talk
We'll do our best.
spoilers.
yeah, we'll have it. We'll need like a spoiler safe word when.
Just give me a duck sound whenever I do a spoiler. And then for the Twitch drop, we are a part of the Duviri Drops campaign, which we did start on Wednesday. The entire Warframe directory is eligible for this drop, including us. It is a kind of a tiered drop, so we have 3 drops in it. We have a wonderful community Bombastine glyph, a community Kaith portrait, and then a Bombastine Noggle as well that you can earn by watching cumulatively for, I believe, 3 hours. So
Okay,
1
so
hour
we're streaming
each.
for 3 hours?
We're streaming for 3 hours.
All right. Let's do it.
Lots of questions.
I mean, we've done a 2-hour stream before accidentally. No, thank you. If you've already earned it from, you know, watching Warframe streams for the past couple days, you probably will see that you don't have a Twitch drop today, so you're just here to hang out. So welcome, you look great, thank you for being here. And then as always, we do have Gift of the Lotus alerts later on. We have your classic potatoes, Orokin Catalyst Blueprint, and an Orokin Reactor Blueprint, starting at 3 p.m. today for 24 hours. We will be doing some giveaways today, 3 Platinum, Hildren Prime Access.
Just 3 platinum.
Just 3. 1, 2, 3.
That is-
Wow.
I don't even think the cheapest thing you can buy is a ship decoration for 15 plat, I think. So we could get you 1/5 of the way to a ferrite.
That's what we're here for.
You can save up.
That's what we're here for. Yeah, save
A
your
little
pennies.
aside.
3
Each day.
1,000
responsibility.
platinum prizes. And as well, we are giving away another headset and keyboard. We're going to do the giveaway right now to get it going because we do need your shipping address. Rules and restrictions do apply. Exclamation rules if you want a link to the rules for all the shipping, constrictions, whatever, all that jazz.
Basically, if you live in Wyoming, we don't want you to win.
Oh,
I'm
Wyoming is out of the
Nothing-
question.
Yeah, Wyoming is toast.
Sorry,
Okay.
Wyoming.
No prizes.
wonderful HyperX headset and giveaway keyboard going to
Miser?
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 looks like.
With a lot of R's.
With a few silent R's at the end.
Oh, they're silent. Very
Yeah,
good. Miser,
silent Rs.
silent R's. Congratulations, you've won. Please whisper the Warframe Twitch channel you're watching right now. We do need to know your shipping address to see if that you are eligible for this prize. Please whisper us right away. That way we can re-roll it if we have to, if you are unfortunately uneligible. But
Or
please
if you're in
whisper
Wyoming.
us.
Yeah.
Or if you're in
I
Wyoming.
hope you have friends and family in the superior state of Wisconsin. That's all I have to say.
Superior.
Far superior.
Listen, there's 50 of them. There's going to be a tier list.
Ooh, Wyoming? Top.
No, bottom.
Oh, sorry.
I'm joking. I've never even
Sorry.
been there. I love you,
Wyoming's
Wyoming.
good. Wyoming's
Why would I hate Wyoming? I have no reason to hate
We love you,
Wyoming.
Wyoming.
We love you, Wyoming. What we also love is the fact that we are doing a physical TennoCon again.
Yeah.
TennoCon 2023 is happening August 26th
In Wyoming.
in Wyoming. Please come.
As an apology.
Free tickets. Tickets are free if you're from Wisconsin.
It's one big road trip. We'll all get together. We'll drive to Wyoming.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's happening
Nothing wrong.
in London, Ontario, Canada, and there are only a very small amount of tickets left. There's only 15 collector's tickets and 158 full-day tickets.
Wow.
So if you were
So the entire population of Wyoming. I love you, Wyoming.
Oh, yeah, how unfortunate for Wyoming. They could all be there.
I love Wyoming. I have no more to say on the matter.
please come. Thank you. !TennoCon, I think is a link. Anyways, buy a ticket if you'd like. Come hang out with us. You can talk to Rep. Bring your Wyoming facts and talk to Rep about Wyoming on August 26th in London, Ontario.
Okay, sorry about that.
Unhinged. All right.
As you can see, we're a little bit manic after
We're a little bit manic. Okay.
Speaking of manic, speaking about unhinged. The
Dominus Thrax.
Oh,
I mean,
natural
yeah.
Transition.
The Duviri Paradox has launched. On Wednesday, April 26th, we launched the Duviri Paradox.
We did.
On all platforms. It's live. We've done a couple hotfixes. We have another one geared up for today, but let's just take a step back.
Sure.
Let's talk about it. Duviri Paradox is out. How do you feel? How do we feel?
I mean, for me, for a lot of us, well, actually I think for almost everyone on the team, we've been here for every update. You know, I remember update 1, and now I remember update 33. And obviously we all have very different responsibilities for these updates. And it's always a very interesting experience for the person and then for the employee when we do an update like this, because we work so hard on these updates and we have this version of it in our head that's going to go perfectly. And then you see the way that, you know, the stat side of things show up, and it's like, wow, we have the highest numbers here, highest numbers there. And then you realize, like, if only we had another week to work on it, and if only, you know, maybe we didn't go so ambitious. But I don't want, like, I am probably the happiest I've ever been right now working on Warframe because of this update. But at the same time, I do feel really responsible for how hard we made this update as well. We asked the team to do things that they've never done before. We wanted to have not only a roguelite mode, we also wanted it to have an open world, and we wanted it to have a boss fight at the end. So we really did ask the team for a lot. And because of that, you know, I take like full responsibility that there are, of course, bugs with the update. We are fixing them. The team is working on fixing them. There's going to be a hotfix today, but I think the mouthfeel of everything that's there works so well and is so different for Warframe that, bugs aside, which we will fix, I feel very happy that Duviri is what it is. And I know there's a lot of takes on, you know, I've read out basically all the feedback at this point, and I know
So you've been staying up late reading.
yeah, there's a reason I'm laughing so much, and it's because I have not slept. That's basically it for me, is my take on it. Perhaps you disagree or agree, I don't know.
Yeah, how you guys feel?
Well, it's a pretty cool place to be. Seems to largely run.
Mostly.
Yeah. So, pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it was just like an update that was so long that, like, compared to other ones that we've done, just in terms of, like, obviously it got teased in a way back then, and obviously that was more like an aspirational thing that then started becoming a reality. But even once we got like really at work at it, it still was the kind of the longest, and at the same time we were making other updates, and so it was tough. But I do think it's I don't know that it's the one that reinvents Warframe the most, because I remember when we released the second Dream, that was like, oh, this can be Warframe. I remember like having that thought that, oh, Warframe can be kind of, so it was very different. So but I'm really glad on how this kind of grabs on every side of the game and just kind of pulls it together in like in a different order. And yeah, it just kind of feels fresher.
Yeah, I'm so happy that we got to push ourselves and challenge ourselves with something like this that feels so unique. Just in the whole context of what we've done, like you said, over the past, 8 years that I've been here at least, this is a project that I feel like we really got to explore the different reaches of what we've done and bring it all together and kind of push ourselves in a direction that maybe we haven't gone before. And yes, seeing it now and kind of stepping back and taking a breath of fresh air feels good.
Yeah.
Feels really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also remember like early on when we were kind of figuring out, okay, what is the video gonna be? I remember like people in the team asking like, okay, well, you're saying like open world roguelite. Like, what game, like, is there a reference? And we're like,
a bunch of games.
Don't worry, we got this.
And now I'm seeing like pretty soon there's going to be a couple that are going to come out that are like roguelite in an open world setting. But it is interesting to have picked something like that and just trying to find like a structure that worked for that wasn't that we didn't really have a very close pillar to.
Yeah,
to
the update everyone's playing now is the update I've been playing in my head since our first design doc in like last year when we started on this, and that to me that's a sign that like yes, what we wanted to make we could make, and I'm excited to go home and actually play, because I think the one thing I've learned is in this newer role is I don't get to play the public build at all anymore. So it's like my legendary rank 2 test is waiting for me. Like, all of these things are there, but I'm like, oh right, I have to make it. So
Yeah, we play often in our like test build.
Yeah.
And every now and then it'll be like, why is my build not working here? Oh, it's because that's that's in public. That's not here.
Yeah. So I think my general, bite-sized takeaway for people that want like, what does DE think of the update 2 days later is we're happy. We have things to fix, and we appreciate anyone that had took some of the launch day bruises with us, but also the celebration that we did something very different and very exciting. And we hope that you really resonated with some of the crazy choices we made, whether it be, the world that's actually 5 worlds with 5 different moods, or bringing opera to Warframe, which, Eric and I went to Toronto to record that opera track, and we did it was many takes, but the one you're hearing was like the one take of
That's right.
of a quartet and a vocalist. We watched them do that live, and it was incredible.
Yeah, it was really fun to play with the different emotions that we had been working on in the update through all, across all departments, and trying to figure out how do we bring that, to the music, and how do we make that feeling come across. Yeah.
I saw a lot of people saying it's like Vivaldi's 4 Seasons, but Warframe with emotions,
Yeah.
and I was like, yes, you
Exactly.
you get it. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to get into a bit more nitty-gritty stuff with the update. Obviously, being on the community side of things, we see...
Oh yeah, what do you think of the update? No one asked you.
Yeah, no one asked me.
Well, actually, you should tell us how to feel.
Wait, can you go to my game?
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Do it, Dean.
Who are you going to listen to?
Do it, Dean. Just for like 2 seconds. Just 2 seconds. Just do it.
You're about to make an enemy.
There you go. There you go. That's all you need. I mean, same as you. Like, we live and kind of breathe in the test build for so long. Obviously, I have to come up for air and do prime time every now and then and get on my public build, and I'm like, what is this game? It doesn't feel the same. But yeah, seeing each of your departments really work on this update. Everyone back at DE that put in so much time and love to this update. Like, it was such a love letter to what this kind of new team and with the roles really wanted to put forth. And we see the feedback, we see the bugs, we're working through it. Like Reb said, we've got hot fixes lined up. We're not going anywhere.
Being built right now. We'll see. No pressure on the team. We want it to be a good hot fix. We're not going to rush it out, but we do hope to get it out today, best case scenario. So.
Yeah. But we'll start with some questions kind of around the feedback we're seeing and just the update in general. So we're going to start
Why not let us be in the cave? Give us some visuals.
I mean, I can speak and play.
No, you don't have to play. Just like take us to Duviri so people can see.
Take me to Duviri.
We'll all talk like Teshin.
Yeah.
As we answer questions.
Yes, please.
You can go to the gameplay, Dean.
We're in the envy spiral. We shall go to the cave.
Yeah.
But before we jump into it, Duviri Paradox, one of the risky things that we decided to do was add it as a complete new beginning to the game. If you're a brand new player, install Warframe. You can choose to start this, or you can choose to kind of go the normal path that we've known for 10 years. Do we feel like that was the right choice?
Honestly, that one we will need stats that are like a longer trail to know.
Ask me in next Devstream.
In May. I'll see you in May.
Ask next Devstream. I know right now it's a 50-50 split between people that installed Warframe. Did they choose the Paradox path or did they choose the Warframe path? Right now, it's 50-50 in terms of people who've made that choice.
Yeah, in general, I mean, just, obviously anyone that's watching the Devstream, you guys have probably seen us for a while and have stayed with us for a while. But, for like a lot of updates we've done before, it's like, we go like, hey, yeah, come play the new war. And then a brand new player comes in excited for the new war after seeing the trailers and all of that. And it's like, okay, now play for 100 hours and then you can play the new war. So that's been something that we've, not only have we been doing, it's kind of getting a little bit worse every update because we keep adding. So it just is more and more that you have to play before you can actually get to it. So that was the main thing that we wanted to try this time, and we wanted to swing for in terms of like making it like, okay, someone can see that there's this new update and they can actually jump in and play right away. And it's not easy because, as we said, there's so much that for a brand new player can be really intimidating to get faced with all of it in one go. So we're gonna have to wait and see exactly how it pans out. We do have pull the cord plans against it.
If it's a disaster, we will just make worst prize the beginning. But if it turns out that it's not a complete disaster, which currently it's not, but it's been 2 days, which is a fledgling amount of time to make any critical decisions on it. But I do think there is valid questioning of, is this going to be good or not? And your questioning is the same as ours. Is this going to be good? We didn't do it to say, aha, we've solved everything. It's what happens if we do this, and can we do it in a way that's unlike anything you've seen in a game, which I think, yes, start at the beginning or start at the end, pick your path. It's a bold choice with a lot of flavor. It actually isn't as... I personally, based on my time with the game, being a veteran, it's not as much of a spoiler as you might think it is, because a lot of the twists still check the boxes as you play the game. It's just a different context for them. And it's not like we have, anyway, not going to dwell too much on that. But I think when we say the paths converge, they really do converge right away anyway. So you're kind of just picking what quest do you want to play first, Vor's Prize or the Duviri Paradox, because if you do choose, the inverse is available right away anyway. So I would say it's 80% flavor, and then 20%, we'll be measuring, and we'll let you know in exactly a month where things are. Because I think as a community, you're going to see a lot of people come into the game having made one of those choices. And for you guys, when you're talking on the forums, on Discord, and on Reddit, wherever, you're kind of going to need to know how a person chose to start. And as a community, you're going to realize, like, oh, there's one big fly in the ointment here that DE didn't think about, or the opposite. And you might see a breadth of people way more invested in the game with this new approach. So it's going to come down to, the data a month from now, or 2 weeks or whatever, more comfortably with a month. And then, how are the community handling the influx of players in either direction? So we'll see. That's my answer to that. I'm glad we did it. I'll never regret doing it, but our next steps are TBD.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's also easy, like, as a player, not a new player, to look at that and be like, ooh, that's risky, or like, was that the right choice? So it's understandable that people are questioning it, and now it's kind of, we're in the phase of, well, let's get the actual stats, let's get, that feedback from
those. It's risky for sure. We discussed it a lot. Like, should we really do this? Should we do it?
And I would listen to no reason at all.
She couldn't be swayed.
Yes, there was no persuasion techniques. Maybe Carrie could have sent me an article saying, don't listen. You sent me like 6 a day. Are you sure? You sure about that?
Depends on the day and how much caffeine there's been in it.
That is a good point. All right.
One.
You're going to try and play and talk at the same time? Good luck.
Girl. Oh, I won't say anything. I think my mouse is dying, Dean. I will. No, look at it. Anyways, one of the things that was brought up a lot was, can we replay the quest? And that's something there's a hurdle we always ask ourselves when we're making quests: is, can we have this replayable on launch? Oh, sweet jeez.
The answer is no.
The answer is no. But is there a world where
we
one
won't be putting resources toward that anytime soon? Just because we have a lot we need to do. I think the quest replay. We've done it on and off for years. It took us about a month and a half to add the new war replayable. We'll see. New war replayable is actually interesting because you have to relock yourself in and play the whole thing. So
once things start getting hairy on our updates and we start looking at that delivery date and being like, oh my God, are we gonna make it?
The first thing to get cut is quest replayability. We're just like, nope.
Quest replay is one of the first things to go, because it is it's an extremely hard thing to get to add, and that in comparison to the returns.
You know what? If you really want to replay it, make a new account. Just pick the Duviri path. That's your quest replay. Just make a new account.
Actually, for this one is one of the few that
honestly, that will make it a lower priority. Just make a new account and be on your way.
But we definitely will do it. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah. I actually don't think we definitely will do it. It's a matter of when. I think you can make a new account.
After the stream, we'll discuss.
Make that new account.
I don't think we will. I think that way we can tell everyone that so many people played. We can skew the stats.
Look at all the new signs.
And look at all the new accounts. No, I don't think we will. Reb, we need our screenshot. Okay, only if Casardis asks, and they did. So, just for you, make a new account with a new character. Bye-bye. Just kidding.
That is the answer.
No.
No.
All right.
Only if you're in Wyoming can you have quest replayability.
Yeah, it's true.
Just kidding.
Yeah. All right. I have batteries for you that you might
I know.
want.
I'm just waiting.
Think
for
you can eat a battery?
She just did the thing where she
She's
stood
in the
up
middle
the
of
end.
the
Sorry,
fight
Pablo.
here.
My mouse is
She's in
dying.
the middle of a battle.
Blaming
Judge
the
me.
mouse.
There we go. Okay.
Fix the bugs in multiplayer, please. We absolutely are prioritizing bug fixes today. We're sitting here on the couch while the rest of the team is working on the hotfix. We are aware that there are bug issues, and we will work on fixing them. This is Reb shuts out Casardis by name. I sure do.
Okay. Back to quest for a little bit.
Okay.
Obviously, I think everyone here had a hand in the narrative of it and just kind of watching the process of the actual story develop internally. Did it meet kind of the expectations that you set for it, and did it end up where you wanted it to end up?
Yeah, it did. I don't want to spoil it, but there's a couple key moments in the quest that came out better than I could have ever imagined on paper with, the help of the team. I won't spoil either of them, but the team, like the art, the invocation of theme, I won't talk about the cinematics that I love so dearly, but there is a great moment with your little companion that is...
Love that moment.
Yep, very memorable. Yep. And then actually, this is kind of hilarious. The day before we launched, there was a feedback round that was like, this last scene really isn't working. And Eric's like, give me a couple hours, I'll fix it. And he did, so yeah.
Just another coffee and kick in the pants.
The things you can do with that extra coffee. I mean, the team worked incredibly hard to get the quest in. I am very happy that you as a community are resonating with it. I think that that for us was the biggest quest we've taken on as a new team. Yeah, so for us, it's like very much trial by fire. Like, hey, the last quest players played that had cinematics in it was the new war. You're up next. Good luck. And we're like, all right. 4 to 6 hour quest.
Yeah,
no
full
big
cinematic
deal.
experience. Yeah. So it's we're
Getting there.
we're getting there.
Yeah.
I think there's lots of really great details that you might not pick up on the first time around, too.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
When you
Feels
think
a lot
about
of-
it,
Feels
and,
personal.
a lot of
Are you trying to get quests replayable the first time?
only make a new account. You can replay it, pick up on the details.
Yeah.
And also Wyoming.
And also Wyoming. Yeah.
Can have a checklist at the end of it.
Yeah.
Decrees, Pablo.
Oh yeah.
Decrees. We said from the get-go that we wanted Duviri to have that crazy power fantasy and just let it live and just go insane. Obviously, I can see my favorite decree here. I won't pick it just yet.
Fleet-footed.
Your
Fleet-footed.
favorite, yeah.
Rise up,
That's a
gang.
good one.
What's kind of the next step for decrees? Do we add to them? What's the vibe?
So we are going to add more decrees over time, but obviously we do also want to review a little bit of like the current ones, the way that things are scaling. Was always meant that you would become crazy powerful. That was always the objective. Maybe once you guys actually got your hands on it, maybe you went a little too ham.
I actually asked Pablo to buff them all before we launched. I was like, they're not
wow.
strong.
More.
I think every time we have a conversation with Pablo, it's when do we get more decrees and when are they stronger? And now I'm like, okay, I'll settle for not stronger, but give me more.
I sent her a few tweets of people doing millions of minutes of damage.
Yeah, my hope is
Thanks for
that
sympathy.
like we can really effectively update Duviri by adding like 10 decrees per update, and that really gives you a different approach to a session. So I think decrees are going to be a really potent and valuable way to expand Duviri just solely on gameplay upgrades. Like I'm so excited for decree expansion. More. You got more?
More will come.
Great. Can't wait. Actually, and yeah, I saw someone in chat ask about corrupted decrees, and I was like, oh, of course, before we shipped, I was like, we should do cursed decrees, where it's sure at -5 to speed, but +20 to damage or something. So I really want to try cursed decrees also.
if you put it in comparison with some that don't have curses,
Of course.
sometimes
They're
it's
not going to
tough.
pick that one.
Yeah,
I
so
don't know. You don't know that. You don't know that.
so yeah, anyways,
Let's do it. You don't know that. We'll just do it anyways.
Make a curse build.
Yeah, make a curse build, and then your player will get like darker and darker. Oh,
Oh, what is this,
And a
Fable?
decree that only works with
Hey.
curses.
yes.
Yeah.
Cursed.
Yes.
I like it.
Headless Horseman.
We did have
but
a-
yeah, there's really lots of space to design there and to have fun. Because again, since they're like transient, we can be way more broken.
Yeah. We want to be broken. That's
Yeah.
in the good way. We don't want the bad type of broken. But I think like my biggest challenge with more decrees is the pool grows. So if players are getting comfortable with a cadence now, wherein they're like, oh, 1 in every 3 rolls is going to have fleet-footed. If we add 20 more, it's actually going to your comfort levels with your opportunity. So we'll have to. I mean, that's kind of how these games work. So I don't super think it's a blocker, but
Yeah, it's also desirable because the whole point of the system was that every run, you'd hopefully get like different stuff
Yeah.
to kind of play around with.
yeah.
Right? So,
Yeah, but then I think of like when I was playing Slay the Spire, it was like, yes, it was random, but I always would try and skew it towards the build I wanted. And if you add more, actually, it's expensive in Slay the Spire to get rid of cards from your deck so that you can skew it more in
Right.
your favor. So
I just saw someone ask, is there any way to check decrease? Yes, you can press escape, and there's a list to the side
wow.
there with
you
your
have
things.
one
list.
decree.
I got fleet-footed on for no reason because I have no other
That's all you
degrees.
need.
That's all you need.
And I'm dying because I'm
Rest
trying
of
to
the
talk.
progress.
All right.
We did have a question from one of our creators,
Yes.
Straight Optic Royal.
Okay.
Wanted to know about, could future decrees affect more specifics, such as primary weapons or secondary weapon buffs? For example, it's hard to hit headshots with a shotgun.
Yeah, so one of the tensions with the decrees is that we try for the most part to make them so they benefit both the drifter and the warframe. And that actually gets more complicated than you would think. There's a few that actually don't. So it is something that, if we make one that is like extra good with snipers, then they don't work for the drifter at all. And we can always make it like very good with snipers, and it gives this extra buff to the drifter or things like that. But
Yeah.
then the text starts getting long. Like there's just kind of tension there.
Yeah.
So we do have like the decrees themselves have a system where if you chose something that's like a freeze decree, other decrees that are also around a freezing or a cold proc start getting better odds of showing up. So it does have that. So maybe we could add to that some sort of like synergy with the weapons or with the frames that you chose to kind of give you a little bit more odds with those.
Yeah.
Those sound kind of interesting.
Got lots of next step ideas. As you guys know, when we do a major update now, we follow it up with some type of feedback and tweak based update, which we still do have plans for. We don't have a date or anything yet for the way we're going to roll out Duviri stuff, but we actually were working on it today. So just obviously priority is getting the current Duviri build ready for the weekend so people can enjoy a little less issues. And then we will look to what's next, give the team a breather and then get things going for the rest of the year. We have a lot to do. We do indeed.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to just make up a question now from chat.
Well,
Megan,
I have a question.
okay.
Well, I kind of skipped by it because we went through the cave already, but there's a lot of feedback about the kind of loadouts and the RNG behind it, and specifically, feedback about Steel Path and wanting to have your Steel Path loadouts. So just kind of overall how we're feeling about.
For me, that's a two-part answer. One is the Steel Path feels very different when you're an unranked intrinsic drifter than when you're not. Loadouts don't matter as much when your drifter has 10 endurance, 10 combat. Like when you build your drifter to max, the loadout matters still, but it matters a little less because you have those crazy scaling permanent upgrades to your character, which is spiritually true for most roguelike / light games, which is once you max your tree, you can do the harder content. For instance, in Hades, you don't get the hell contract tier things until you beat the game once and blah, blah, blah. Like there's a couple things that will make your Steel Path loadouts. And I'm not saying that people that are critiquing this haven't, they don't have 10s across the board. Maybe you do, but it does help a lot. For instance, the day before launch, Pablo and I went into a Steel Path run. I had just reset my account to replay everything fresh, so I had 1 intrinsic, and he had full 10s, and he had to finish the dragon fight by himself because I just couldn't keep up. And I think I even had Mesa or something, and it was not a...
Yeah, we on purpose, because the update is playable for someone that literally just installed Warframe, but also for someone that has been playing for the last 10 years. The way we balanced it is basically normal is meant to be played 0 intrinsics and like loner Warframes or weapons, right? You can play it with that.
Yeah.
But Steel Path is meant to be played with all the intrinsics. That's how we balanced it.
We balanced it
essentially.
for
Around-
10, 10,
yeah.
10, 10.
All intrinsics and using like Warframes that you have modded and weapons that you have modded.
Yeah.
And I do think under those circumstances, you can play it with, and again, like I like playing with random things. I go into arbitrations and I'll choose the frame that's being buffed. That's more of my style, just because we always kind of, the value of variety is like one of our strengths,
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely want to emphasize that. I do understand people that get frustrated with just not getting a frame that can help them, especially survive. So some of the boons that we have been looking at already are things that strip armor, which is obviously very useful in Steel Path if you didn't get a frame that can strip armor, or things that are like more pure survivability, armor increases, the damage reduction, things like that. So
I think I did say I had a 2-prong answer. So part 1 was it's working as intended, but part 2 is but there's a lot to be said for if you don't get things you want to play, you're not going to play the video game, and that's obviously a problem. So we do want to make some tweaks and improvements, but at the same time, part of it is working as intended, part of it is very susceptible to obviously you're going to want to play your gear, but if you have a lot of gear, maybe we can give you something you haven't used in a while. So I know there was one thread that was, I don't even know how big it got, but one person was just like, I only like playing Mag. Mag is my main. What do I do if Mag's not there? So we're looking at it.
It definitely is aiming at a different thing, which I can definitely see as very polarizing in the fact that this is, instead of just like having everything is there, but it is very ingrained into it. The reason we boosted the XP so much is because it's random. The reason we gave you the boons is because it's random.
Yeah, it is working as intended, but we understand that not everyone would agree with those intentions, which is okay at the end of the day. But we do want to make sure that we are at least being as critical as ourselves, and what we could do that still fits our intentions and goals with this update without and it's only been 2 days. So, and like I said, if you've reached 10 in all intrinsics in those 2 days, good on you. But we do want to give it a bit more time, just like we're going to wait a month before the beginning of the game. There is going to need to be some time with the game with these things. I know, and I saw some people getting like MK1 struns, like Mark 1 strun for Steel Path, and it's like, ooh. But guess what? If you have all your intrinsics, doable.
Yeah, and it also like, for those like, it definitely can be kind of biased there, but like if you have the higher versions, it will always give you the higher version, right? So at least there is that. But you can definitely get unlucky. I'm not denying that you can definitely get unlucky. With the opportunity intrinsics, there's a little less chance of getting unlucky because there's more options, but maybe it still needs more love there. It's definitely something we're going to have to keep on reevaluating.
In conclusion, get good, that's not what we're saying. That is not what we're saying. We're not saying that. We're not saying that. Don't put words in our mouth.
I saw a comment about Soma chord fragments.
Yeah.
1.1
That's
maybe?
one of my questions.
Maybe, yeah. I think we'll see. Pretty important.
Yep.
People want their
Some of
songs.
those out
But
in the
if we
world.
do that, you need to add a Soma chord to the Dorma Zone.
Yes.
Because otherwise people have to go to their orbiter to listen to the music when they should simply be able to listen to it on their iPod.
They should.
Yeah.
Which kind of
Drifter
actually goes to one of my questions.
Drifter
was-
iPods?
Yes. When Apple sponsorship? Just kidding.
What?
One of the requests, feedback from people is when you go to abort Duviri, you can either go to your orbiter or dorm zone. Is there an option to go to can there be an option to just go to the cave instead of
That is
having
the Dorma Zone.
No, because then you have to load back into Duviri.
Oh no, the cave is no. That
like
is
a restart.
yeah.
Yeah, that just for technical reasons of like the context of basically the cave. You're already in a mission. Is essentially what's happening. So it's not. So basically, it would be from going from a mission to a mission, and in the game we generally don't do that because when you go to the other places is where everything gets saved and all that sort of stuff. So it would be quite elaborate.
Yes. And we are not elaborate. So we are not elaborate people, I'm afraid.
Very
I saw two things related to something that's coming later. Any new Warframes?
Yes, we'll show you today. We have the Warframe for this update.
You should make a DAX-inspired Warframe. I literally saw that.
We have a DAX-inspired Warframe to show you.
Just you wait.
Just you wait.
Just you wait.
Will there be any new codex entries for the Duviri enemies? We do intend on releasing that in the future, yes.
Yeah, it's one of those things that we're like, how do we solve this earlier? And it was like, do we have like a bajillion things to solve? Let's just rip in on that and we'll get back to it.
Yep. It waited out.
Oh, do I play Comey?
Yes, you do. Good luck. Are you sure you want to do this on stream?
I mean, I've already died 3 times.
All
So.
right. Marcus, my sweet child.
The rabbit.
Did you see? We did put out a fix last night.
Yeah.
That was
Twitch plays Comey. Let's go.
what?
The chat play.
Oh, okay, chat.
Twitch
Ready?
plays Comey.
Tell me. Or you go. Anyways, we fixed a bug last night where it was your competitor, like the computer, thought your moves were illegal, and when you made the move, it freaked out and crashed the game because it was like, "Rah, this is an illegal move! You can't do this!"
Illegal maneuver.
Yeah, rabbits are not known for their board game skills.
No.
B7.
I don't know, couldn't even tell you where that is.
I assume B will be the x-axis and Y. B would be the.
I can't do that.
Okay. All right. I do have the controller. I can
Go left, go up.
I can take over.
down.
Ram, take over! Ram, no! I can screw you up.
You're gonna crash the game, careful.
She's from Wyoming. No, I took my peas! Get out of here. You're the
No
worst.
decree for you.
Wait, was that dog? Puppy.
I'm going to kill it.
Oh my god, get out of here. No! No! Ram!
Who plugged in that controller?
Plug in that controller.
The chaos.
Yeah.
Can we mod in the cave one day?
It's tough for 2 reasons. One is technical reason, which I'm sure we could get past. The other reason is like, imagine you go into the cave with 4 people. Actually, maybe this one is not so real because we changed that flow quite a bit. Maybe it's not so much of a problem anymore. But we do have the flow where if you go with 4 people and one person wants to stay behind and start modding, the other 3 people can go ahead and start completing objectives, and the person in the cave is getting no rewards. Now, it's their choice because they stay there to mod, so maybe it's fine. And also, it does enable cases where, you know, you're with your friends and you can tell them, oh, wait a second, I need to.
Yeah.
So it is definitely something we can look at. It definitely is, it will be a bit of a bug factor, if I'm being honest. So
Well,
it's definitely not something we wanted to add.
honestly, I don't
want
want to put anything. We've asked for a lot from the team, and they're working on it. I'm going to be very calculated with what are the must-have things for the next few months, just because this update was so ambitious, and for those reasons, we have to say what's working and what we need to improve, and we need to do it in a way that isn't going to
break us.
break us. Yeah, honestly. So that's the answer.
One thing at a time.
Now,
Rob, you want to play for me? You got your controller. Oh, it's gonna make me sick. One of the we're doing doing defense right now. There's some feedback about, especially Steel Path defense being a game mode in the circuit.
people don't like it because it's too hard or too
People
slow.
like it because it's difficult in solo with random loadouts, and when you get past round 5, target dies pretty quickly with the enemy scaling. Thoughts, Pablo?
Yeah, it's one of those things that it's actually like you know, obviously since it's random, I cannot just tell you like, just bring Frost or Limbo, which is what you do in the rest of the game.
Yeah.
The problem with defense is like, it can be very easy to go from it's impossible to it's nothing.
Yeah.
Defense is one of those that really lives, that balance just changes so fast. we did have like ideas to basically add extra mechanics to the fans, but that was also one of those things that it was like we also have a bajillion things to do. I do kind of want to get back to that at some point, but it is not a soon thing.
Yeah, I'm very much of the mind that we have to see how people think it is in a 10-10-10 intrinsic state as well. Like it's been 2 days that you've had to grind out your intrinsics tree. So, you can correct me if I'm wrong. If you're playing it and you have max intrinsics, then we have a.
You and I remember the one of us did one of these and we barely made it.
And it was awesome. We were like, I was screaming. Like I wasn't screaming, but I was.
You were screaming. That was us.
Yeah, but
I have recordings of you screaming at the top of your lungs to save the next target.
I was yelling at you.
We literally had to keep like one guy alive so that the thing could regen. So we know the pain. We're not oblivious to it.
Oh right, he was using Equinox and I kept putting him to sleep so that the health would regen. Yeah.
So no, we definitely know it's a problem where it's very like I don't know, sink or swim. Like literally, if you get limbo or if you get frost, then it can be boring.
That's kind of what happens in roguelikes at the same time. It's like when I'm doing a run in a certain game and I get like a certain visit from a certain character, I'm like, oh my god, easy mode, GG.
It's more like, is it hard or is it prohibitive?
Exactly.
That's the line that we need to kind of find there.
Yeah. So we will be finding it. We put out the map, the fog of war is lifted, and now we're finding the weak points, make it a stronger update for everyone. But yeah, we are overall happy.
Yes.
We're in the joy spiral right now with a little bit of fear and a lot of sorrow. And that is the Thrax facts.
The Thrax facts of the day.
Woo! Level 4,000 Thrax do not care. That actually is true, and the Thrax with their armor is to your point of like, hey, there's really not a lot of, if you don't build for armor shredding, which you can't, like we need decrees that lean that way. So yeah, that is all part of the. I didn't say get good. That's not my words. I would never say that.
I have a question.
Yes, Dean.
Can we give away?
Oh yeah, here's a platinum prize.
Of course we
platinum.
can, Dean. 1,000 platinum.
4 platinum.
Oh.
4 platinum. Our second platinum prize of the stream is going. No, we already did one.
No, we didn't.
Oh, whoops! I can't read
good
that.
luck.
What you got for us, Eric?
DNC 512 GG loot.
Whoa.
Wow.
Thanks, Pablo. Thanks for the assist.
All right. Please whisper the Warframe Twitch channel you're watching right now. In-game alias, platform, play Warframe on, and we will get you your platinum. Congratulations. On the topic of game modes for Circuit and Undercroft, are we going to be adding any other game modes to it? Is there a way that we could add?
Speak to that.
Generally, yes. Like I said, we're taking some time to fix up the update. We have the Echoes of Duviri being spec'd out as recently as yesterday, with some work already started on the Warframe that we'll be releasing, which we'll show you today. And then we are going to take that deep breath, critical feedback and data-driven approach to reviewing what to prioritize for that update, because we know we're going to have to look at the beginning of the game, we're going to have to look at the success fail rates, we're going to have to look at everything that you guys have been raising with us to build something that we'll be happy with and that you'll be happy with. That, and if we don't include something, we would want to say why. But yeah, we do at least have a Warframe coming, a new frame that is firmly based in the world of Duviri and lore there, so that'll be a treat. If you just want to get a new frame, that'll be sort of a feature of the expansion, and then all the quality of life stuff as well. But the headliner is the frame, which we'll show you once Megan's done this mission or so.
I mean, I could always quit out.
You
right?
could quit.
I could quit, but I ain't a quitter.
You're not a quitter.
I might.
Yeah, we have lots coming. Is there a Teshin frame? No.
I mean, you can cosplay as one if that's what you
Sure.
so want to with cosmetics.
When is the frame coming? It will be. We don't have a date yet, but we'll give you a date in May. So it's going to be our May dev stream. We'll say, hey, here's what's coming. So this is like the post Duviri release dev stream where we're like, oh shit, here's what we're
Just
doing.
came out 2 days ago.
It came out 2 days ago.
What's next?
We're talking about what came out 2 days ago, and then in our May dev stream, we'll tell you about the. We do have an update in between, so there is something coming out in May with the things. I'm sure you'll talk about it. Maybe Nightwave stuff. But
No.
Okay. I don't know.
I mean, one of the
I don't know.
one of the drifter suits got leaked. That's
Yeah,
coming in
that's true.
Nightwave. But other than that,
Yeah, and
we do
then-
have another. We do have Nightwave.
We have
lined
stuff.
up. Yeah, we got stuff lined up.
Yeah. Stealth update 1. Yeah, May is a couple of days away. It is.
One of the questions we have from another creator, Leo Doodling, will there ever be side activity stuff from Duviri or like Duviri in the other open worlds? Can we play the Shazin in Plains of Eidolon?
Yeah, we discussed this, like, you know, obviously, when at first, when we were like, okay, well, we got this new open world, what are we gonna do? And kind of the first big decision we made is not what we did in other places. And we have at different points, like, sat down to talk about, like, well, do we want any of the lessons and the things that we really like to Duviri? Do we want to spread those out to other places? And we don't really see the amount of work that it would be. It's hard to justify, like, where would that value?
It's not going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah,
it really isn't.
They're just, it would need to be something really special that we really wanted to.
Yes, so currently no, but I just want to let everyone know that Megan's Banshee is rank 7, so the reason she's not using Soundquake is because she doesn't have it unlocked.
Yeah, can't you tell
Yeah.
by the bottom? Stop judging
you
me.
actually, yeah, so I just want to let everyone
It's
know
a baby
that,
Banshee Prime. Leave her alone.
Yeah. What were some difficulties choosing the emotions for Duviri? Carrie, we had a big
Carrie.
list, didn't we?
Oh, you had a huge list.
First I wanted 10 emotions.
You were crazy.
I was crazy, I'm not anymore.
Yeah, that was cut early.
That was one of the
Craziness
emotions.
was an
That was one
emotion
of
that
the
went relatively.
Yeah, we had, we really wanted a lot of emotions, and I think we kind of compromised on 5 because we felt that those were the most at least complementary or polarizing from each other with the most minimal overlap. So.
Value the health of our Skybox team.
And we value the health of our Skybox team and art team and sound team and everyone that had to make 5 moods happen. But I did see people asking for like a free roam, and it did occur to me that we could take the calm mood from the quest and turn it into a completely chill, like just
Free
calm.
roam.
You can just go and only do no bounty, no nothing. So maybe we would bring calm back for that.
Just call me as Shazin.
Just call me and Shazin. You could just you could like farm resources. All you would do is farm resources, farm puzzles. But so maybe we could do that because Calm already exists. Everything that it has, it needs. And because the AI were designed in a way that they inherit the mood for their element types, if we spawned no AI in Calm, it would actually work because we wouldn't need them.
Thematically, that works
And
perfectly.
it's calm, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't be part of the cycle because that would ruin people's lives. But it would just be like,
It got funny. You enter and there's no game.
okay.
Just be calm.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't want that. But there is there is potential for a free roam for you to farm your resources, do your puzzles, do all this without threat of imminent death and despair. So. And like that would be the kind of thing when we're picking out the next update, we would have to kind of choose between, okay, are we going to put the work into a calm mode, or are we going to put the work into honestly like a new game mode in the undercrop circuit? So we got to make some choices.
Oh my god, this poor dog.
Are you killing
okay.
animals?
No, I'm trying to save them.
Oh my God! Use your smoke bomb.
Use your smoke bomb.
I need a new chair.
Paulo, we got space over here for you.
Anyways, I have a sound question for Eric. Without spoiling anything, there's an animal in the quest that you meet. Is it voiced by a guinea pig?
Yes.
Is it actually?
Yes, it is.
Is it the ones we brought to the office?
No.
They
it
didn't
is
go
not.
with
Who's
my
guinea
gameplay.
pig?
Chris worked on that one from the sound team.
They own a guinea pig?
And I don't know where he got the guinea pig from.
How ominous.
Mystery guinea pig,
Extremely,
yeah.
um,
If you recognize the breed of guinea pig, you win a free...
Guinea pig.
Send you one.
Send you one.
It was the cutest guinea pig he could find, I'm sure. Yeah.
At least it was.
It's hard to get them to make sounds.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
No guinea pigs were harmed in the making.
Mass production.
My
Damn.
my God. Oh my God. Wow. Grim.
Sorry,
grim.
guinea pigs everywhere.
Grim.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to go from there.
Yeah, we need a break after that one. All right, take 5.
Word from our sponsors.
Yikes.
We need like a cruelty-free label on our game now
Yeah,
to
yeah, I
assuage
assure
any
you, yeah.
concerns. Like none of this was tested on animals. Well, did we use real
nothing.
horses for the horses?
Real horses were used.
And how are they doing?
They're great. They're
Okay.
in a
I
meadow
saw a-
somewhere.
They're the glue that
Oh my God.
I saw a comment in chat for it said made scalable enemies in Duviri.
Oh, okay, we're talking about real things now.
Yeah, we did have at some point working basically every side activity you did increase the level of the enemies a tiny bit. It wasn't enough to keep up with like the power you're gaining, so they didn't just keep up catching up with you, but at least they didn't become like totally negligible. Like I saw that no sympathy clip of him fighting level 24 enemies after playing for like 6 hours or something.
Yeah.
So those would have been, level 100 by the 6 hours. So at least they would still get one-shotted, but at least they wouldn't look as pathetic doing so. But it had a lot of technical problems, so we couldn't ship it. But we might add it later. We'll see. We kind of have to see how it goes.
Yeah.
The risk there, which I guess is not a risk once you get the first tier of the intrinsics. The fear is they could get to a point where they could one-shot you if you didn't get the intrinsic to scale your health with each boon. But if you did get that one, you'd be fine. So maybe we'll do a just steal path. I don't know. We have to look into it.
All right.
All right. We are, when we were putting Duviri together, we did want to ship it with a Warframe, and then we wanted to ship it with another Warframe. But then we were like, let's just focus on the update, move the Warframe out. But we do and have had a Warframe in development for quite some time that is Duviri based. And from concept to execution, we're really excited that in a soon-ish update, you will meet Kullervo, who is a Warframe that has very strong themes about betrayal, about some aspects of Duviri that you'll find out. He's going to release with new content and a new piece of the world coming back, is all I'll say on that. And he'll be in Duviri for you. Kullervo is kind of, melee inspired. A couple daggers in his back and in his front.
More than a couple, I would say.
Many.
But he's always willing to share.
He is. From the arts perspective, this was a Keith original concept that we kind of turned into.
Had to do some clarifications on it, and it turned out reasonably well. And then the whole process went really quite well. Hand off over to modeling, and then alt helmet's pretty fun as well. So it's been a good process.
Yeah.
Someone asked for you to spell his name.
Kullervo is Kullervo. It's based on Finnish lore, loosely inspired. Not like don't look at that lore and think it's anything related. This was Helen had an idea with that, so we're working.
There you go.
I think someone was literally doing the thing you do, where they were wondering if it was finally the Q.
Finally with a Q? I wish. We're so close to having the alphabet of Warframes. We're so close.
What do we need?
We're missing Q, we're missing D, we're missing A, B, C. We're missing D, Q. I
D
think
is crazy that we don't
D
have
is
it.
surprising.
D
I'm
is
surprised by that.
shocking.
Yeah.
Unacceptable. What are we missing? I was focusing on D and Q. Q, D. What else are we missing? No. J. We are missing J. We are missing J.
Yeah, DJQ is what I've seen.
And I forget what the other one is. But the point is, this does not help us at all in that regard.
Every time we're doing names, there's a discussion for Q.
Yeah. Or D. I make no.
This is the signed Dana.
Yes.
That Kullervo will have. Come with.
That's awesome.
There's also a shotgun
Yes.
that's coming. Here's a couple ideas that we're kind of going through the team.
Yeah, he's gonna have a shotgun. It almost. When you look at the details that they put into the actual, I don't know gun, so I don't know what it's called.
Blunderbuss?
Nope, the thing,
How it
the
reloads.
cartridge, the shot,
Shell.
the shell,
Yes,
the
I have
shell.
done this for several years.
Yeah, you are an original weapons artist, so
Yes,
yeah.
one
The
of them.
shell.
Yeah, it has like a little extra like chamber to the side.
Oh, it's so
when
cool.
you
Yeah,
open
that's
it, that chamber comes in and reloads.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And then as well, because he's a knife guy, we have
Yeah.
a two-handed sword skin,
Well,
which is
knives and like a shotgun seems about right.
He's got a massive, this is a cosmetic, so this is not a new weapon, this is a skin, and then the shotgun is the new weapon that's coming with him.
And before we move on, Dean, can we go to gameplay? Because guess what? We've got him on the dev build.
Yeah, let's take a look. You might need to free cam a little. Which is, you have to,
Woo!
not ghost, free cam.
Sorry.
Control C.
C, not
But you
G.
need to do it with the other side so that you don't crouch. It's very complex and exciting.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
do it on the,
Nope.
on the debug.
It's hard and it's exciting. You know what?
Enhance.
It'll be fine. I use the control from the other side of the keyboard because then you
do
don't
it.
crouch.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, here you go.
The camera's free.
It's free cam. You've freed the camera. So this is Kullervo. His, I guess we'll talk about his kit next Devstream.
Yeah, I think so.
His stomach's growled.
Do we kind of know like support
You got
versus?
Definitely damage based.
Yeah.
Attack, attack, attack.
I got
Very
on the
attacky.
tin, and that doesn't really look like, unless you're looking for surgery, that's not very supportive.
Yeah.
Let me heal you with a knife.
A scalpel.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. And I love that we put negative space in his legs for the Duviri aesthetic.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
has,
that's great.
yeah,
Leave it at the elbows as well.
yeah. He has a lot of negative space in him. I think probably more. Well, I guess Zaku and Naros probably have that beat, but and Necros Deluxe. But anyway, he's got plenty of daggers. He's been stabbed in the back, and he's coming Kullervo.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love all the daggers coming out.
How are you going to make him sound, Eric?
Yeah, I'm gonna make him sound sharp
I hope that you use.
and stabby.
Are you going to use knives in the real knives in the creation of his sounds?
Authentic
guinea
knives.
pigs.
Yeah. No animals.
No animals.
Just
Oh,
knives.
guinea pigs.
Just
The
knives.
stabbiest sounding knife I can.
You know
find.
what? You could actually get Pablo to help with sound design because he stabbed me in the back so many times. So it's perfect.
Oh my word, Pablo! I'll give you a call.
You don't respond to my slacks.
Only bad thing I've done to you is not like Leon. That's,
He hates Leon Kennedy, and I cannot abide by it. I can't abide by it to the point where he stabbed me in the back enough times because he will not stall. He will not abide by the Leon Kennedy discussions, and for that reason, he has stabbed me in the back because all I want to do is talk about Leon Kennedy. So,
Do you want to talk about gardening? Mm-hmm. Very good.
yep,
gardening.
gardening.
Do they even know about gardening?
We said last dev stream that we're going to expand the cave. Actually, you can probably just go to the cave. Oh no, because it's going to pre-process because you're on the dev build now. Never mind. We are going to scale it back a bit so that it's not. We want to release it, and we don't want it to. We kind of want to just get something out, and it's just not going to be as fully featured as it was.
We had a big plan for gardening. Then we had a second big plan for gardening. Then we had a third big plan for gardening. And now we have a fourth small plan for
Yeah,
gardening.
so
that
we're-
is basically the
Yeah,
the
we're going to
summary
go
of it.
with the fourth small plan for gardening.
At the end of the day, like we're going a little too crazy with gardening, so
Yeah.
it's just gonna be something small. So, yeah, if you see the empty planters in the cave, that's why.
Yeah, so I respect and I own the fact that that is going to disappoint some people, but we have to be decisive, and we don't have an infinite team, we don't have infinite time, and this is a regret that I have for giving people an expectation, but ultimately, sometimes you gotta make tough decisions. And Pablo stabbed me in the back about
Honestly, in gardening is one of the things that we just never agreed on gardening.
It's true.
That's for sure.
So Kullervo's first ability is going to be reap
Water.
and
Trim the
Water
brushes.
slide.
trim the bushes. Yeah. So.
Saw
Yeah.
a very interesting question in chat. Gauss Deluxe.
Oh.
Deluxe. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Something can be discussed on that front, yes.
But before we do that, how about a platinum prize?
All right.
One more, shall we go?
The planters
Give
will
away
have a
some flat.
resource in them. Is currently our thinking that you can kind of. You'll see. We'll talk about it more next dev stream, but I just wanted to set people's expectations that there's not a robust botanical angle to our next update by any means, unfortunately. Despite it being spring and gardening being topical, we just can't do it.
Who do we got, Eric? I can't read.
Ars glacialis.
Ars Glacialis. Congratulations, you went 1,000 platinum. Please whisper the Warframe Twitch channel. Watch right now. In-game analysis, platform play Warframe will get you 1,000 platinum. Congratulations. All right, Gauss Deluxe.
A thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah. there should be
How do you feel about Gauss?
Good.
How do you feel about Gauss Deluxe?
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
What was the inspiration?
Speed, as one would expect, and then vague overtones of Space Hermes meets Mecha.
Oh man, that was
Damn.
Mecha Space Hermes,
There you go.
This is a incredible concept by Takaya Lee.
who's actually from the community. This is
community, yeah.
we worked with a community member for this.
So this is the concept, and then obviously we take it to the next stage.
Yeah, right in the middle of whips right now, and moving along pretty well, actually.
His head will, of course,
Yep.
go speed mode. Spoilers on your Gausses.
Speed mode, yeah.
Yeah,
Put the spoilers
He's
up.
like a Supra, you know? You've got to have his spoilers up.
got to stay on ground somehow.
It actually
That's
is, people are saying it's giving Hermes, and that's what we wanted. We wanted to
Yes.
go for Mecha Space Hermes.
Or Mercury, depending on whether or not you go
Yeah.
with Greek or Roman.
We go
pantheon.
Greek.
Do we?
Oh.
We do.
Okay.
Oh.
Although, the Roman theme, Caesar stabbed in the back.
Oh, layers.
Maybe.
But-
Maybe.
There you go.
Maybe.
Okay. Days of March, relatively recent.
Yeah.
or,
Ides of March. Yeah.
yes.
It was the 15th of March, one point in time.
Yeah, a lifetime ago.
A lifetime ago.
There you go.
Also part of Gauss Deluxe, the Exceltra.
Yes.
There's a couple concepts, just
Yes.
rough ideas, what it's going to look like. We have a few.
And then they got into
Missiles.
the missiles. Important.
Missiles go there.
Important. Put missile.
Very important. Put missile here.
Key information in the concept art.
Yeah.
There's a hypothesis in chat that most deluxe skins have smaller than average feet. If we could get a foot expert to measure the size of all deluxe feet relative to their base model, we would love to know the difference.
This is showing the Exceltra in both its forms, and then on the right is a sign.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
It's
that
going to
is
be
cool.
coming.
That is so sick.
Love
with
the effects too.
Yeah, the effects are
Yeah.
very cool. Very,
So-
very cool. And then
That's the spoiler. That's the and yes.
Horsey.
Yeah, your horse will be.
Gauss Deluxe on Horse Gauss Deluxe.
Yep.
Come on.
We got a helmet. We got a saddle. We got a tail.
You ever want to strap a rocket to a horse?
Yeah.
No horses were harmed in
No,
there.
that's it.
Just kidding, pigs. Just kidding.
How would
Just
you do the
kidding.
sound for that exactly?
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no.
Don't ask.
Oh, no, no,
Get kind of
no.
mushy out there?
Yeah, yeah. Early on, we learned that you shouldn't apply power to cosmetics, but in this case, your horse will go 10 times faster if you're
Oh, imagine
wearing-
fleet-footed
10
on this
times.
one.
Yeah, it's
So yeah, Gauss Deluxe, Exceltra Deluxe, Horse Deluxe, Horse Gauss Deluxe, Signed
Yeah.
Dana will be the next deluxe coming.
yeah,
in
that's the next
series.
full-fledged bundle.
Full package.
You got your
And
Gauss, you got your horse.
haunts.
Haunts.
Got your haunts.
Haunts.
Obviously, we mentioned TennoCon at the top of the hour. Something also launching in May is going to be digital tickets. Finally going to be live, so you're going to get your digital items. If if you've already purchased a ticket, damn, Dean,
He's on it.
here's the items, yay! And I can show them off in game as well. So here's just a little brief, teaser, if you will, of the deluxe items, and we'll go one by one
Yeah,
through them.
so anyone that can't make it to TennoCon in person, grab a digital pack. It'll have tons of good stuff in it, including a brand new Syandana that looks incredible. So that's it on the key art, and then Megan has it on her Baruch.
Pardon, 1 second, please.
Yeah, he'll do what he's got to do.
Do what he's got to do.
So you have this. The X is for 10 because it's our 10th anniversary,
That's cool.
Yep.
and you can toss that on a frame and go 10 times faster. Oh, look at that!
I take note. This is all Baruch print. Or this is all Baruch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Going. Yeah, looking
Yeah.
fantastic. As well, coming with it is a rapier skin,
So nice.
giving Dex, giving Lotus.
Look at that. It's a
Beautiful.
little Genshin or something, right?
I love that little
Yeah.
one.
The Lotus is in the.
Look at the speed and the danger.
I know. The
He's-
speed.
More knife sounds.
And if you
More
maybe
nice
peeped
Oh.
over here, we do have a display coming. You can put it whatever which way you would like, giving you many different angles, giving operator.
Oh,
Or sorry,
nice.
character, giving Warframe. We do have the TennoCon 2023 in the glyph style up there.
Oh, I like that.
We have a sigil as well, matching sigil. And then, Pestle Prime not included, Lotus Flu.
Oh,
God.
Look at her.
We got a Lotus floof.
Look at,
Look
her little
at that.
tendrils.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, she's adorable.
That is so good.
That is really cute. Oh my god.
So small.
She is so small.
So these items will be coming in the TennoCon digital pack, as well as Platinum, Regal Aya, and of course the Barrow Katir relay ticket, where
Yes.
he'll have everything he has ever sold. So you can expect this in March. We'll have an announcement soon on the exact date, but if you've already purchased your ticket to attend, you've already purchased a digital ticket, and you'll get this retroactively.
Yeah, do not buy this if you bought an actual event ticket because
Yeah.
you intend on coming to London, Ontario.
Tis part of it.
Digital pack will have plat. It'll have, I think does it also have Regal Aya?
There's one Regal Eye.
It has Regal Aya, it has Platinum, it has
It also comes with the Destreza weapon to put that skin on
Yeah.
if you don't have
weapon slot.
one of those
I'm just going to check on the hotfix status, but before I do that, my mom is
Oh,
texting
you
me.
guys said March. You mean May.
I meant May. Where am I? Apologies. I meant May. The month that is coming next.
May.
Upcoming May.
May. All right. We have one more Platinum Prize. One more Platinum Prize, and then
Alright.
Hildren Prime Access. So we have a couple questions gathered from chat. Thank you, Corey, on the team. Dredge on Your 13 from YouTube, actually. Since this is such a major update, will we be getting more bosses or just aura worms for right now?
You can take that one.
Yeah, so the way we see it is not just the Orworm. We also see the Rider as a mini boss, is what we call it. And we do have plans for another mini bosses.
Yes,
Ooh,
we do.
very good. Sorry, winner is Razakirin, is that correct?
Yeah, that looks to be about right.
Razakirin?
Yeah, you got it.
Razakirin. Congratulations,
Congrats.
1,000 platinum is yours. Whisper the Warframe Twitch channel with your in-game alias platform to play Warframe on. We'll get you your 1,000 platinum. Shall we run Hildren Prime? Love to hear.
Just for those of you asking us to do some bug fixes and such, we do have the build. There is a build that we are testing right now as our release candidate. So the team are working really hard to get that going.
Very good.
That is
Thank
where
you,
we are.
team.
Very good. From Twitch, OG Rocket was asking, does it make a difference which name you choose for Spoiler Buddy?
It is simply currently and for the foreseeable future that flavor that players might want. It's a flavor choice. So
Delicious. Hildren Prime Access going to the real
oh god, I can't read a damn thing.
Real Warren 987.
The Real Warren 987. Congratulations. Hildren Prime Access is yours. Please whisper the Warframe Twitch channel in-game alias platform to play Warframe on. We'll get you your Hildren Prime Access.
We are aware as well that the Profit Taker has a issue. So I just saw someone saying
Yep.
what about that.
Yep.
So yeah, we are aware of
Known
that.
investigating. All right, we can take a couple more questions and then we'll depart for the day. Do you
Yeah.
have any departing words you want to mention, talk about?
Think of some.
Very good. From Discord, a small Scarrow is asking, I would adore getting some more kind of crafting housing in Duviri or being able to use the dormer zone as a base a la the Orbiter. I think we kind of talked about the latter one, but getting some kind of crafting or housing in Duviri. I know the Drifter doesn't exactly
housing.
have the ability to craft.
We did at some point look at making the dormant zone like a third starting zone.
Put a foundry, put a this, put a
Yeah, like basically embedding everything in there. Obviously, the way we solved it in the other spoiler place, we basically kind of embedded the ship there, which wouldn't make a lot of sense in the dormant zone.
unless.
So basically, it's one of those.
Yeah.
It's a maybe at some point, but it is complicated, and also it's one of those things that I would like to first look at stats for the usage of the other spoiler
Yeah.
place, because that one has extra incentives to be used.
Call is there. Yeah.
So that one, that one would be even higher used than whatever we did here. So that kind of also dictates for us, like, okay, well, is it worth investing the time of a few people for a week and a half to do this or not? So it's kind of thing.
There you go.
I'm sure Carrie.
Yeah, I'm cringing at the thought of rebuilding all of those machines again, unless it's a really good reason.
Sell us a good reason.
Players, is there ever a reason more important than the players want it?
If
That's
we-
the main reason to do everything, but
Yeah,
then
but
you have
players.
how many?
Yeah, how many things can we do?
One,
This
two,
is true.
Wyoming.
If we do
population
it, it would
Wyoming.
have to be like we did in the other place, which is essentially a platform that teleports you
Yeah.
to the
That
place
again.
where all the consoles are.
Yep.
Down that hallway, turn to the left.
Yeah.
There is a shuttle bay that miraculously has your Lisette partner after all this
Yeah.
time.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just sold. There you go.
Yeah.
You just sold it. Someone just said, nope, Uber is fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So easy.
They're on the opposite side of things. All right, so we do have Hotfix Brewing. And any parting words? We've reached over 3 p.m. We've
Yeah.
reached our hour.
Yeah, I think just generally, forever we will be appreciative of the community joining us on these wild adventures. We are, like I said, I kind of said earlier, we are very happy that Duviri is out, and will be happier when we can fix some of the bugs that y'all might be experiencing. And we are committed to doing that. So please just bear with us. We hope that despite, maybe some of the issues that we've caused by asking the team to do things they've never done before, you can see what we were going for and that you're enjoying what you're playing, and we'll continue to enjoy it as we, polish it up. And the team, from art to sound to everything, it was the best.
Speaking of sound, I did want to give a shout out to kind of the Quest voice actors, because we've seen, they hit it out of the park.
Oh, they were all great.
All the different emotions. So for Wolf Newton, we had Dominus Rex was Wolf Newton. Absolutely crushed it. Bombastine was Kevin Lim, who is amazing. Mathila, we have Sarah Sikora, who also did the range Dax, Acorpius, and NPCs.
Sarah was lots of wonderful things.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Loden, David Sognessy, which we learned
He was in Labyrinth.
He was in Labyrinth.
What a pleasant surprise
I
that
know.
was.
His repertoire was huge. He was in Big Hero 6, other ones like that. Scythel, however you want to pronounce that, is
Civil.
Oh, so sorry.
Civil.
Rhiannon Moshal. And then for Lucinia, you mentioned this on the Reddit, there's two different. There's the speaking Lucinia, which is Clara Pagan. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. And then the beautiful opera singing Francesca Hauser.
Yes.
Incredible. And then, of course, Tesh and Sean Phillips. And then, of course, the guiding hand, Miss Rebecca Ford.
I got to
The cheap voice actor.
the cheap voice. I am the cheapest voice actor available, therefore.
Baby,
They give me lots of lines.
Yeah,
They don't have to pay me. It's perfect.
incredible feat all around. Art, sound, design, creative, just everyone. Incredible job.
And we will give you an update on cross-play and cross-progression next Devstream, let you know where that falls for this year, because that is very important to people. And we, unfortunately, don't have a big news update on that.
Still a priority for us. We're still making strides towards it. But at this point, nothing to add right now. All right. Any last departing words, my friends, before we go back to
I would
work?
like to thank everyone at DE who made this update possible. It's amazing to work with you all every day, and I want to thank you all for playing this update. It's been a ride and a great one. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you to the people sitting around me for working on it. Yeah, honestly, DE team, love you guys. Love everyone at DE. Y'all are the best.
Yeah, in the QA, we got asked what kind of kept us going 10 years in, how did we not get bored after 10 years of making it? And it honestly is updates like this where we take big risks and do big swings at brand new ideas that are risky and are bumpy, but at the same time are exciting and give us a fresh experience both for players and for the dev team. And it was intense, but it was a pleasure to make it.
Yeah.
We got lots more in store. I think you said on the Reddit, we got the next 5 years kind of planned out, guys.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Carrie and I have had some very good.
Yeah.
How are we going to do this and
that.
this? Yeah, you'll see.
You'll see.
Oh,
TennoCon.
yeah.
Come to TennoCon.
You'll see.
Or watch it online. All right. We are going to depart with that. Thank you so much for being here. Eric, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Carrie, thank you for being here.
No problem.
Rev, thanks for being here.
We're friends again.
Yeah. We had food poisoning together.
We sure did.
Bumble, thank you for
So sweet.
It was tough.
Morning exercise.
Sunday was rough.
I was there, but not involved in the poisoning.
At least we don't know. Maybe this is
It was Sunday night, and we were doing a Steel Path run of Duviri, and I was like, Pablo, I think I'm going to throw up. And then I just turned over and started puking, and he had to listen to it all over
Since we were
Discord.
testing, I was recording everything. Fortunately,
Well, you have video footage of that?
Fortunately, only video, no audio. So,
Yeah.
All right, watch out for raw eggs. Dean, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Have a wonderful night and day, everyone, and we'll see you on the next primetime, next dev stream, and we'll be doing some hot fixes. So thank you so much. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.